The festive season, combined with GST reforms, has delivered a blockbuster performance for India's auto sector, driven in large parts by strong rural demand. Over the 42-day stretch from Navratri to Diwali, nearly 767,000 cars and 4 million two-wheelers were sold, averaging about 18,261 cars and 96,500 two-wheelers per day. In other words, a car was sold every 2 seconds and nearly 3 two-wheelers per second. Year-on-year growth stood at 23% for cars and 22% for two-wheelers. Revenues from the car segment is estimated at 76,000 to 84,400 crore rupees, while two-wheeler segment is projected to grow to 40,500 crore rupees. Rural market, in fact, stood out for passenger vehicle purchases as cars and SUVs in rural areas accounted for 42% of the market, which is up from an average of 38%. Meanwhile, 3 out of every 5 two-wheelers were sold in rural region, representing a 61% share. Dealers attributed the surge to combination of tax cuts, festive promotions, as well as extended showroom hours, which prompted consumers to buy early and capitalize on incentives. And in a major step to boost India's air power, the government has now signed a $1 billion deal with the US company General Electric for 113 jet engines from the indigenous Tejas Mark A1 fighters. These engines will be delivered between 2027 to 2032, adding to an earlier order of 99 engines which faced delays and slowed production. Hindustan Aeronauticals Limited, which is HAL, has 11 Tejas jets ready, including 4 with 2 new engines, and first 10 jets are expected to be delivered to the Air Force by March of next year. The IAF currently has 29 fighter squadrons, well below the sanctioned 42, while regional adversaries continue modernizing their fleet. So far, 180 Tejas Mark 1A jets have now been ordered, and HAL plans to ramp up the production to 20 to 30 jets a year, with talks underway to co-produce a more powerful GE engine in India. The deal marks a significant push to speed up deliveries and strengthen India's air defense. India's poultry exports have now more than doubled in the first 6 months of the financial year, reaching $149 million, which is approximately 1,289 crore rupees compared to $71 million last year. The surge is driven by strong demand for Middle East, with UAE overtaking Oman as India's top buyer of eggs. Exporters say the demand has skyrocketed since the UAE first accepted Indian eggs last year. A global shortage has also helped, with countries like Turkey and Iran facing production issues. India even shipped 1 crore eggs to the US from Namakkal this year, which is a first. Other buyers, including Japan, Indonesia, are also increasing purchases, and industry experts expect this momentum to continue through January, making it a strong year for poultry exports. Now, egg production in India also continues to rise, with 142 billion eggs last year, led by Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Telangana. India's economic engine is powering ahead, with manufacturing and mining driving growth towards $5 trillion economy goal by 2027. Manufacturing today contributes 17% of the GDP and supports over 60 million jobs, aided by initiatives like Make in India and production-linked incentives, boosting sectors from electronics to automobile to defense and renewable energy. Now, mining underpins industries such as steel, cement and energy, contributing to 2.5% to the GDP, with a larger indirect impact. Now, reports suggest that recent reforms are opening the sector to private investment, modern technology and global best practices. Critical minerals like lithium, cobalt and rare earths are essential for electric vehicles, batteries, clean energy and strengthening India's green energy ambitions and supply chains. And together, all these industries are now powering a vision for Viksit Bharat by 2047. The tri-military exercise Trishul is now underway, bringing together India's Army's Southern Command, the Indian Navy and the Indian Air Force in a full spectrum on land, sea, air in an integrated drill. Spanning the desert, creeks, coastal regions of Rajasthan, Gujarat and the northern Arabian Sea, this tri-services exercise validates multi-domain operations including electronic warfare, cyber, drone and counter systems, as well as intelligence, as well as surveillance and reconnaissance, air defense control. The objective is to build jointness, Atmanirbharta and innovation by improving interoperability, networked platforms and indigenous systems across services. With amphibious landings, warship deployments, fighter aircraft operations and our unified command drills, the exercise underscores India's readiness to operate seamlessly in both virtual and physical domains.